Move!
There was no way for the two of us to escape together. Escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump you out. Just now.
Sam, I know there's nothing I can do to make it right. I know. Sam, stop hurting yourself. Please. Give me the gun. There is nothing left for you here. Nothing but sadness and regret. You can't go on like this. Come take a walk with me.
toxicants successfully purged. Blood alcohol content nominal.
Well, it looks like someone needed a nap. Hope you like your new private room. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Wait, hold up. Where's the pod? Where's Lou?
Settle down, Sam. Lou's with me. You'll see us soon enough. Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
We've both been used and lied to before, it's true. But as long as they keep up their end, I won't pry. This is the headquarters of our humble operation. The bridge of the DHV Magellan. It's always like this when the DHV Magellan's on the move. Meet Tarman, our resident doctor and geophysicist. He's also the captain and pilot, in case you hadn't noticed. And a fellow doom sufferer. The nav console offers a direct connection to the tar currents. The downside being that we all have to bathe in chiralium.
Happy to have you aboard, Sam. You'll have to excuse me if I don't shake your hand.
You steer this ship solo?
Yeah, though the computer does most of the work.
So this is a submarine?
Spot on. We dive into the tar and use it to travel underground.
Just beneath the surface of the Earth, there are currents we can ride almost anywhere.
So what's your role in all this?
Me? I make sure Drawbridge's grand plans go off without a hitch.
So you're the commander?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only.
Huh. So where are we headed?
At the moment, we're bound for the Plate Gate in Mexico. The one that you put on the network for us. Our destination is on the other side, Australia, which we've been asked to link up next.
You know, the problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. That's our last, best hope of saving the world. Which is why we're here. Or more importantly, why you're here.
Well?
Ah, so Lou is the child's name. Hello? Excuse you. I too am a member of Drawbridge, believe it or not. It is an honor, Sam.
Is that a puppet?
What? A puppet? No, no! No, I am alive, and my own master.
This is Tarman. A man whose cow wound up stuck inside a... Well, you get it. He used to be a spirit medium.
When I was still flesh and bone, of course. Regrettably, my transformation cost me my talents.
Lou, where are you?
Sam, that pod is empty. Oh. You know, no one should have to suffer such loss. I understand. Believe me, I do. Which is why, yes, I think you two should go on one more adventure.
What are you talking about?
Well, take Lou. Yes, and link up Australia together. Like you did before in America. I'm sure a lengthy journey will help you to heal.
Sam, we've arrived. In case you're wondering, my hand is traveling through the tar currents, which is lucky because that's what allows me to keep this ship on course.
We're by that research lab you linked up last time.
The DHV Magellan can travel to and surface anywhere, provided it's within network coverage. A genuine mobile base of operations.
Still not fully equipped, though. It doesn't have any proper guns.
Need to fix that at some time.
Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network. We'll be right behind you, providing you with support. Just so we're crystal clear, Sam. Our mission is to connect the whole Australian continent to the existing chiral network here in North America.
From halfway around the world, how are we supposed to do that again?
By using the Mexican plate gate. One you already put on the grid, remember? To get started, all you have to do is cross over and connect your Cupid to the nearest chiral network terminal. As you extend coverage, we'll move the DHV Magellan to keep up.
And you'll of course be traveling with your child. I mean, that's what Lou would want, right? A grand new adventure with Daddy. I'm excited for you.
Go and get your gear sorted. We'll be waiting.
You ready for another trip with Daddy? Okay, kiddo, let's go.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
Think you have a choice?
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh? Let's just say it's nothing new. I always got these flashes when I hooked up the pod.
Ah, the bleed-through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
Where did you find this? I'm so grateful. You've done so much for me, helped me make such progress in my work. You can use more of my materials if you like. So...
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Hey, I've shared some color data I think will suit you. Ever since... I feel like I've Anyway, my latest... Keep an eye out.
Order completed. Well done.
So happy to see you, Sam.
Good to see you, Sam. Oh shit, you found it. Haven't seen anyone work half as hard as you do. It's truly inspiring. I'm increasing the amount of materials.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Here you go. A port. Speaking of... And not just for tying cargo down. Like the man who delivers. No better tool for securing your cargo. As you probably know, they're also used... As well as for tying stuff to... The man who delivers sometime... Pleasure as always. Hope I can call on you again.
It's nice to see... I was not expecting you to deliver this cargo. Is there anything you can't do? Sam, you may be one of the most important people in my life right now. Let me show my appreciation with this gift. You can use more of my materials if you like. It's okay.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Had a chance to check out my art, Sam? The last few illustrate. You see, taken as a whole, they're meant to represent a single world. The one you'll be the... Nothing compares to the fulfillment I get from creating. Let's continue to go.
Please give it your all.
Come to visit us again? Welcome. All this stuff. I got some data I'd like to share with you. Every little bit helps, you know? We've reserved more materials for you to use.
Now displaying your current order grade.
This schematic is for an enhancement. Your contributions to our... Hopefully... But to do...
Good of you to come visit. We've been waiting for you. Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today is our lucky day. This data ought to make your life easier. Our way of supporting you like you support us. You'll find that you can claim more materials from our...
Now displaying your current order grade.
I've just shared a new schematic with you. It occupies less space when carried. Also, it's my home. While you keep busy out there, come back any... I will always support you. I seriously can't thank you enough. Take care of yourself, Sam.
Okay. Deal with them.
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
They can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the Chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents. gatequake. Oh, and a big one at that. Let's make our way to the plate gate. Carefully. Strange place, if ever I've seen one.
Thanks again, Sam. The Chiral network connection to us, and you'll be happy to hear we made it here in one. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
Order complete.
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship and this whole operation at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face? Very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Last I heard, he took a one-way trip to the beach. Seems a little soon, don't you think?
Sam, it's Hartman.
No point. The man himself will be joining you on site in Australia.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Locke, no. We're the same.
As I'm sure you are well aware, Mama's Khan now resides within Lochna. Adding my persona to the two sounds confusing. No, let's avoid that.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA-sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the President.
The new president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the Chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the Chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia once full Chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though, who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary, to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
We can discuss anything you like here, Sam. It's a private room, after all. So if you ever want to sit down and talk, I'd be happy to share my thoughts on a variety of topics, along with any discoveries I happen to make. And who knows, some of it may even be of use to you as you work to connect all of Australia to the chiral network. You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like. I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion. Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change as we travel and actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark. Prolonged living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy-to-understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits.
Another curious vision.
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, You'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. All right, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
Sam, this is APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of work. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's process. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
APAS enhancements are now available.
The delivery terminal to process your order.
Heal that blank
with Drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery. I'm glad to see you handled our delivery with care. Now that's service. We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad. Like everyone says, Europe already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels are real. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. Ever since the Death Stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental change. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realize it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network. And the chiral network is causing instability. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the... Use it to the best of your ability. Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road. I'm not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. They've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure. Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're gonna want to steer clear at all costs. I know you're eager to hit the road. It's a delivery for the Lone Command. He's an old ally. He's also a crack shot with a sniper. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. Can be a hard man to please. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work.
Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the Chiral network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order. Hello, Sam. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter's suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences. Try experimenting with your...
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Drop by. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out this far. Betting it was the government that sent you. I don't know where you find the energy to do all.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I appreciate what you've done for me, but I'm afraid I can't agree to becoming a part of this cock. To be frank, I don't trust you Drawbridge people. There's also no end, and if you haven't got what it takes to face them, complete. If it strikes you as an unreasonable request, you may as well go home now. There's no shame in recognizing when you're out of your depth. You gotta know what you can and can't handle if you want to survive out here. All of which is to say you shouldn't go off hard. Are we clear?
Like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Have a go at that. You actually managed to bring it back, did you? I'm genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it. Can't help but feel grateful. You are no average porter, mate. I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the...
Now displaying your current order grade.
So this is what it's like, Ben. At any rate, look, the form is a custom design of mine. Uses tranquilizer. Just a shame our bards could maybe this world about. My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire tranquilizing rounds. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though. Make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon. So fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. And always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target, depending on the distance. And finally, you want to hold your breath to steady your aim before gently pulling the... Having left that? Granted, but they are effective at blinding them, and even if they do, which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging it. Properly utilized, they're a great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. For making things pretty one-sided. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close, I assure you, experiment. It may seem to defend, it ended up, you've seen what became of them. Mixed in with all the enemies we slaughtered. And for what? Deep down, was it worth all the struggle? So, I had to figure things out. But before it all went to hell, we should have tried to find. And now, with your car working with the government for all that. Righto, seems if you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking. Might be a good occasion. Anyway, think it over, would you?
Very grateful. Now, this cargo is an exceptional. Time after time you've been there for us. I want you to have this data. It'll help you in your work. We've designated more materials for your use.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
We've got our hands on those bastards' gear now. And it's all. With this tech, we should have no. Also, call it a hunch, giving you more. I reckon the Golden Fist and the Island Inventor will be keen. You're damn right I do. His skills as a soldier and leader were second to none. A marksman like you wouldn't believe. And not just with a rifle either. He once captured an enemy outpost with nothing but his custom handgun for company. If you can find a way to gain his trust, I'm sure he'll have something of value to teach you. But the poor bloke still holds himself. The way I see it, if he couldn't save them, then no. He's a combat specialist who used to be stationed at Cape Fort Knott, which was a settlement located to the north of... Anyway, he was a champion boxer. One time, when he went out alone. I'm honestly not sure how, but if you could bring him into the chiral network... Strange sort of fella, if I'm being honest. He set up... And if you head north from here, past West Fort Knott, you'll come... As for this, research, I've only met... And I couldn't make head nor tail. But perhaps you'll have better luck than me if you decide to pay him it. This is a chiral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack. Slap it on and your cargo will feel significant. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect becomes. Any portal, I'm sure you'll be a big fan. Be counting on you, Sam.
You a porter? Wow, this is a relief. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. You put on a clinic out there. Well done. We'd already written this off as lost. You seem like a porter we can Go on, use your cue. Quickly now.
Now displaying your current order grade.
This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor Chiral. More accurate data will Ever since the plate gate appeared, some theorize that the UC... it may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designate.
Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable.
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for while it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectile. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is like other... This particular... However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit, it'll consume battery power. So make sure you have enough. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator, or borrow... You ought to take one out for a spin. It once ran through this region. So, if you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the Smoke Hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so... And in recognition of this, it seems you've been between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ringtone. You'll find a new sub-order too. We bet you could... Anyway, thanks. Best wishes.
That's some good work. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order, but before that, you should head back to your room. I imagine you're both pretty tired.
Order completed. Well done.
Thank you, Sam. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break? talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie. Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able... Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knot. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy... When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam. I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. I'd say it's about time I gave you this. We've designated more materials for you.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
That way you don't have to bring so many weapons and can rely on just a few favorites. That's it.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, hey. Hold up. It's hard not to smile when you receive something that's been handled. I have a feeling this data will be of use to you. Take it, please. We're increasing your allocation of materials.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
I've shared up while even better goes with it. Be sure to...
Okay.
operation.
Now displaying your current order grade.
When operation, and it's a good. Used to be because of the gold rush. From what if you had, we read until next.
Stretch my legs.
Good job, Sam. You disabled the target. All right, let's deliver the cargo. Deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for it.
Good day. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapon.
Hold on. Hold the brick. So you look... All right. Condition doesn't look all that bad to me. That's good work. Wait, just how many orders did you do? Here, I'll definitely have more work for you. I've been waiting a long... Okay, use your...
Now displaying your current order grade.
I'm part of the chiral network. And with the music player. And just like that. Yeah. Looks like my weapon data's been shipped. So about the... But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you... That Tarman's the one who recorded it. Said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be dealing with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear this song make an effort to avoid the source. There's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers. Yeah, I got it from a friend who knows all about weapons.
This is way back in the day, when I was traveling in search of new music. Just as well, I'm better with instruments, you know? Apparently this shines when you break it out at close range. In an ideal world, we wouldn't do what you gotta. Yep, I can really immerse myself in my work here. Sadly, all the music I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed you earlier, the new... In it, you'll find a sample when you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere. Why don't you... Gotta get going. You know, I've been wondering how the... I'm just saying, they said... Oh yeah, I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. The request's open to anyone willing to accept. Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a...
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communication, so I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot, so we can't afford to ignore them and proceed. We've got no choice but to investigate and address the corresponding main or... I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Thanks. Sid. Of all the things I never expected to receive, you bloody... bloke like you should be able to make good use of this data. Take a look. How you doing for materials? Because I'm up...
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
I've shared a schematic. It's chambered for Tranq. Affects this matter of... So bear in mind it's got... Hope it serves you well in the field.
That's... No issues with the... I don't know where you found this. You are one hell of a porter. A generous, hard-working soul who deserves this data. We're increasing your allocation of material.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
This is a schematic for an... As you'll... It's with all our research. Take care of yourself.
process your order, Sam.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Hey, Sam, I've been waiting for you. Decided to take on... Okay. I can see you took extra care. Where the hell did you find this? You're always there just when I need you. Allow me to express my gratitude with this data. Do you have enough materials?
Now display your current porter grade.
And I went and shared, if you can. That's right, or so I've heard. They live on the edge of a tar lake to explore the limits of what a human being can handle. Only interested in meeting exceptional folks capable of pushing said limits. Sadly, nobody has come along that fits the bill. Makes for an interesting story, huh? Which has me wondering, what kind of person would be good enough? Yeah, got it from a kindred spirit in the UCA. Stuff that'll hit you right in the Kandha. A classic tune. When you head back to your room, have a listen. For real, you'll be hooked. Again, it's weird. Take care, and please come. Data. Hopefully, it'll make your life a bit easier. Do you have enough materials?
Now display your current porter grade.
I've got something for you. This shock. However, the grenade launcher more than makes up for these range issues. This data was sent to me on the car, so now I've got to... I really hope to see you...
At our destination. You see anything suspicious?
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Been a long time, Sam.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? Shame. Goddamn shame. Now what, are you just lugging that coffin up? Pod? Going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What are you saying?
Huh? Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. So you go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this continent. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. Well, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network? Or me? With my more rough-and-tumble methods? I can't wait to find out. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight. Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
Boy, that was targeted. What a hit. Cliché, but that one's gotta hurt. Are you okay, Sam? Nice one. That one seems to have done some damage. attack of yours seems to have left a mark. Seems to have done some damage. That was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the Chiral network.
Your name is... What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but... I can tell you gave it your all. We appreciate the help. I hope we can continue to rely... This moment's been a long time. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it. If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We're one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality.
and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with... For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Was it really Higgs? He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but...
He found a way just so he could kill us.
It was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelia's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
No. You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the Chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Please take care.
Really, Sam, there's such a thing as too tight. Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lou.
Sam, this is Tarman.
facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
What makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knot has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knot. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority. All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knot. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are... if that sounds good to you. And when you're not using the... just remember...
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials? Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome. With a... Right. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while. Found some of our missing stuff, did you? I thought this was... We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's all right, we'd like you to have this. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount...
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured that they sure weren't easy to come... We really appreciate... At the risk of staying... But... That's good. We can it's a large four-wheel drive vehicle. Boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too. Attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the Chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts. Sure, the monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy...
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Jet? This is the...
Now displaying your current order grade.
You have been a big help.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Okay, peace.
Bring it. Good. I'm not... It's like a dream come true. It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to... Just wanted to let you know that we're...
Now displaying your current order grade.
Weaving... Needless... Now... Hope is...
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
You carried all of it. We'd already written this off as lost. Since you've been working so hard on our behalf, we have some new data to share with you. Thanks again. We want to reward you for your service by allowing...
Now displaying your current order grade.
Your efforts have been... I think this can be You'll find that it's the damage reduction capability. And of course, I can't wait to see what... Best of luck with all your...
Everything seems to be in the right place.
Indeed. You've recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Well, we've both got work that needs to... Let's get at it, huh?
Order accepted. Thank you.
Don't see anything to work. Where on earth did you find? It's only right I reward the hard yakka you put in. Take this data with my compliments. I'm going to increase your material out.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
I've seen Paxton. It's there. See? And
Recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
been wondering when you'd show. I'll get up. Not every day you see a bloke.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
You've been a big help. Oh, One man can carry. Sam, you really are incredible. But you need a gift, not praise. I went and raised the limit on the materials you can access.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Oh, right, Sam. That's just... My friend assisted with this. Once again, the power of connect... By the way, I've got... I know this one. And, just take it. Come back soon. I'll be waiting. You really are something else.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with a BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right, because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
Seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there, by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me. That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. Do you want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Storm!
Just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
Extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam? Oh, thank you. It's an honor to welcome you here. I almost can't believe how good this looks. Thank you so much. Of all the things you could have brought us. We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future.
Now displaying your current order grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. Hopefully no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs. This region, till all that beautiful life, we swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forests. While fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive. You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void-outs at any rate. Thanks for everything. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure, in particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for it. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly up. Come back and visit anytime. I'm grateful for everything.
You think I spooked her?
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before. Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You got some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall?
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.